Good morning, dear students. Can you see this picture? Okay, what have you seen? Right, it's a house. Okay, you might have seen people building a house. So, what it is made up of? Correct, it is made up of bricks. So, can you say that bricks are the structural unit of house? Right. Okay, can you see this table? What is it made up of? Correct, it is made up of woods. So, can we say that the structural and functional unit of the table is woods? Right. So, what are living organisms made up of? Okay, today we will study about the cell, its structure and function. So, students, we have seen that this wood helps us in making table. So, the table is made up of woods. Similarly, the bricks help us in making a building. So, our house is made up of bricks. Same way, our body is made up of cells. So, we can say that the structural and functional unit of a human body or an organ is cells. The cell was discovered in 1665 by Robert Hooke. It is a honeycomb structure and it was discovered from the dead cells of oak bark. Robert Hooke, while doing some experiment, accidentally discovered the cell from his primitive microscope, where he found honeycomb-like structure which he named cells. It was discovered from the dead cells of oak tree bark. He saw these small compartments and called them cells. So students, let us first study the definition of cells. A cell is defined as the smallest basic unit of life that is responsible for all the life processes. Cells are the structural and functional and biological unit of all living beings. We can clearly see cells from the onion peel. Later we will do experiments to see the cells from the onion peel. We can we can even see the cells from our cheek. Later, in further discoveries, Leeuwenhoek from his self-made microscope discovered the first living cell in pond water. There is a big contribution of Robert Brown, who discovered the nuclear in the year 1831 in a cell. Purkinje in the year 1839 coined the term protoplasm for the fluid substance found in the cells. Protoplasm is the material in which the cells, the organelles of the cell floats and perform its vital activities. The cell theory was proposed by Sheldon and Theodore Swan. This theory proposed that all living beings, whether plants or animals, are composed of a group of cells which arise from the pre-existing cells. Further proceeding, let us understand about the type of organisms. We have different type of organisms. Some are unicellular and some are multicellular. The organisms which only have one cells are called as unicellular organisms. These organisms perform all the vital life processes with that one cell. For example, amoeba and paramecium. They perform all the vital activities of their life processes through only single cell. For example, they perform excretion, reproduction, digestion, circulation, everything only with that particular single cell. Now, let us proceed towards the multicellular organisms. These are the organisms which have multiple cells in their bodies and they perform various activities through these specialized cells. These cells are of different shape, size. Different shape includes the smooth muscle cells which are spindle shaped, the blood cells which are round shaped and concave, the nerve cells which are elongated, the bone cells, the sperm cell, The ovum and the fat cells are various kind of cells having different shapes and functions. These type of cells combine together to perform the vital activities of the body. Example of example of multicellular organisms are dog, cat, birds, human being, animals, etc. These organisms have multiple cells in their body and they perform all the life activities through these cells. These cells are combined to form tissues which are specialized to perform the various functions. These cells together combine to form tissues. Many similar type of tissues come together to form organs. The organs together form organ system and these organ systems form a complete organisms. After looking on unicellular and multicellular organisms, let us proceed towards the structure of cells. The cell A cell is the basic unit of life that is responsible for all the living and functioning of the organisms. Cell is made up of various cell organelles. An organelle is a subcellular structure that has one or more specific job, jobs to perform in the cell, much like an organ does in the body. Among the more important cell organelles are the nuclei, which store genetic information, mitochondria, which produce chemical energy, and ribosomes, which assemble proteins. The plasma membrane covers the cell. There are various other cell organelles like microtubules, centrosomes, microfilaments, cytoplasm, lysosomes, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, rough endoplasmic reticulum, peroxisomes, vacuoles, Golgi vesicles, Golgi apparatus, chromatin, nucleus, nucleolus, ribosomes, etc. All these cell organelles together form the cell and perform in the functioning of the cell. These cell organelles are like the organs of the body. They help in performing various activities which is done by the cells. These organelles make the cells more specific towards their function. So students, tomorrow we will see various functions of these cell organelles like the lysosomes are called the suicidal bags. So tomorrow we will learn why are they called suicidal bags. Same way the mitochondria is known as the powerhouse of the cell. Tomorrow we will see why it is called the powerhouse of cell and how does it produce the energy for the cell. In the next slide, you have home assignment where you have to click on the link and check your assignments for the home. You have to complete these assignments and submit it on time. Thank you.